All right, here we go again, folks. We're gonna try and resolve the last remaining issues here with our attributed string madness. Yeah, he got first. Kind of suspected we knew he would, right? You've all got to be quicker than that. How you doing, Cocoa Type? Cocoa Type, we may call upon you with this. We may send out the Cocoa signal. Actually, we could also probably just, what is it? Co-stream it? What the hell do they call that thing? Dude, 10. 10 is like one more than 9. All right. 71? Damn, someone is obsessively stalking Twitch streamers. Okay, so here's what we've got, right? At this point, we know that, well, let's check. It worked yesterday, right? We're going to do some editing here. We're going to save it. It's saving the string just fine. And loading it just fine, as far as we can tell at this point. What it's not doing, we believe, is saving the attributes. And therefore, there are none to load, basically, at the end of the day. That seems to be the deal from what we can tell. Now, yesterday when we looked at this, we had a couple of things, right? Let's go back over here. So what we had was basically we did a little bit of debugging because, you know, that's what, why can I really? Come on, zero's not working now. Really? Really? Come on, zero's not working. Right? All right. Oh, sorry. Okay, hold on. Are we? I'm sorry. Are we randomly changing shortcuts yet in Xcode beta 26 beta 3? What the hell's up with this? Right? Yes, 0 and 1. Okay, I don't know what the deal is. We can't seem to do the shortcut. All right. Well, let's just do this. Okay. All right, let's just do that. All right, so yeah. Here's what we have after we did debugging yesterday, right? Well, this on up here seems to be okay. In fact, this is where we got to down here. Hold on. Right, let's find it the easy way, right? There we go. So we can see the string, okay? And we don't see anything else. Now, that's where we got to there, so that's why we don't think it's doing it. But also down here on the save, we did establish, as we went through, right, that it sure as hell looked like the view context was getting the right information. Because when we looked at data right here, it sure as hell looked like it had the attributes, but they were not getting stored, and there was no error. And we were like, what? And that's where we're at. So, if anyone has any suggestions, we want to hear them. Why are you talking it through? Why are you taking it through? I don't want to, but I'm assuming you mean this one right here. Because everything I had found so far, based on the evidence, not saying it's true because I struggle to believe it, but the data has to go through an NS attributed string right here, right? Because without it, it did not seem to want to work. So the answer is, I don't know why, but everything I found said I should do that. And when I don't use it, life did not go great. And I hacked around this for a while and didn't get anywhere. So if you got suggestions, I would dearly, dearly appreciate reading them, I guess, at this point. Okay, so hold on, help me out here. All right, and I get it. If we got to jump on a thing or whatever, because we're slightly delayed here, right? Okay, wait, just slow down, all right? Because again, delay in typing here, one thing at a time. Yeah. Because this, I'm assuming you are talking about this. We will find out. I personally felt there had to be a better option, but I don't know what that better option is. And yes, I did it the hacky way by like, oh, okay, wait. What have I got? Right? Again, this was based on, admittedly, the examples I found probably behind the curve at this point, right? I think that's fair to say. So let me, oh shit, I don't have Z installed on this. Give me 1 second. We'll fix that. Let's fix that, because we all know that I like to use Z, right? So, hold your horses. Ba 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 ba. How did I get this? Oh, because I've got cursor installed on this. Okay, hang on. I can't see the chat. My window's in the way here. I bet he doesn't even have stream sticker sounds on for himself. I heard it. I can hear the stickers. I heard ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. I heard that. Yeah. Oh, there's a Hey Listen sticker. I didn't hear that. Wonder why. You heard it, right? Yeah, I did not. Apologize to Australia? All right. In the interest of... Okay, skip. Remind me later. In the interest of diplomat... Oh, in that case... Okay. I have an easier time apologizing to Adam Wolf for not getting first. Is that what you wanted? All right. Cocoa type... Monotype. Ah. I'm so sorry, guys. Wow. I'm English. I have spent my entire freaking life anywhere on the planet. Every single thing on the planet. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Well, I'm sorry for the, wanting to charge tax for the tea and stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I heard that. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay, was that a sticker? I heard that. Yeah, I heard that. Sorry, not sorry. That one I heard. Let me get Z fired up here. Hang on. Let me finish the install. Wow, people are tough. Hang on.
You're just like me. Trash.
Okay, I'm hearing it now. Why didn't I not hear it before? Yeah, I think I heard that one. Go chef. Not sorry. Okay, you give a for real question. I will give a response. Go for it. Of course, Mono, you always ask questions. You can always ask questions. You know this. And you know the kind of answers you might get. But you do it anyway, because you're relentless. Right? That's alright. That's alright. Poo, but not poo. Might as well set this up while I'm sitting here. Okay. Oh, really? And that's not even real cheese. It's plastic cheese. That didn't have sound. So if you heard the sound on that, I didn't. Yeah. I'm just going to go with a dark theme for now. Yeah, which is the same one. I know. Let's just leave the settings at that. That's enough to get it working.
Crack that whip. Licorice whip. I said whip it.
Never gets old, does it? As much as you try, never gets old. All right. There we go. That's up and running. Okay. All right. So let's keep doing this. So,
Would you like some cheese on top?
now that's more like it. That's how I do my hair in the morning. Get the cheese grater. Sometimes go a little too far, getting to the skull, but it's okay. Yeah. Anyway, Mono, where's your question? Oh, I'm sorry. Were you typing it? What? Wow! Oh, he was typing it. Oh my God. Okay, hang on. Let's go back here. Let's read what this says. This crazy paragraph. Once upon a time, handed over my app to QA. That was your first mistake. Got back a WTF, bro. Did you even test this? No, because you're QA and you're supposed to test it. Tested app on my older iOS 16 device, and it is a different experience than iOS 18. I'd say it's about two different. Yeah. My scroll views in Sheets don't scroll. They don't scroll in 16. Is it that they don't scroll in 16, or that they don't 2x different? Yeah, or they don't scroll in 18. No scroll. No keyboard toolbar. Everything's a bit balked. Is this just how life is? Or bugs in various iOS versions? Or things in SwiftUI are not backward compatible? Okay, so everything you described there, I don't recall coming across those situations in 16. But in terms of the scroll, maybe I wouldn't be surprised. But for the keyboard toolbar, that surprises me. I could see, and this is not going from memory clearly, but I could see Sheets not having the scroll being a thing, but not the toolbar. I'm with you. I'm a little shocked on this. So obviously scroll bar is an issue. Is the toolbar an actual issue? Let's start there. What do you have, like buttons or something? It is a different experience, and I remember you adding the toolbar to your app, but I thought to ask you thinking, would they show on iOS 16? Oh, I see where you're going with this. You know what? We did. I did add the toolbar in this app, didn't I? Now I did it too. So this obviously worked with iOS 16. I did it two ways though. So one way was with the rich text kit toolbar, but it was just the toolbar, had nothing to do with the keyboard. And then I do remember using the built-in toolbar at one point, but I don't think I populated it, if I remember rightly. Wait, actually you would be 17 plus for Swift data. Okay, let's wait for him to come back. Let me find my windows here. Which window? What window is bleeping at me? Is it Z? Where the hell is the bleep coming from? I know what it is. Some bastards putting a sticker on, aren't they? Yeah. Bastard. Oh, that's funny. Not funny. I fell for it. Look, I only fall for things the first 15 times. You know this, right? Okay, you're back from ads. All right.
I'm just a baby.
I think I have changed this to 26 because of the functionality I'm using. I honestly feel like 16 was what I targeted because I feel like I've been working on this forever. I don't think I have Tower installed, do I? No. Let's see. When did I change it?
My name is Jeff.
I'm trying to answer his question. Yes, I do remember. I got it right here. I don't see... Have I got to invite you? I bloody do, don't I? Damn it. No. Yes. No. Is it this one? It's that one. Oh my God. Okay. I don't recall if I can hear you or anyone else or anything. Well, trying to code 2 days in a row, that's more of an accurate statement, Peabody. How you doing, buddy? Okay. It's just a rerun. Yeah, it actually probably will feel like that. I'm going to leave this going here. Apologies if Cocoa type you're getting double audio. Well, actually, so it can be either. But actually, the one we really care about right now would be profile. Profile, yeah. Hang on, let me... Look, it's not unknown. It's Swift, right? We all know it's Swift. There we go. Okay. Because this is the one where we save it. All right, profile. I'm just going to leave that going while I go back to Mono's question. Oh, wait a minute. Important stuff. You muted the other me. Oh, it must feel good. Is it tempting to do both? Superman review file is what we're editing. It's a very empty file. Yeah. So, has anyone seen it? Mono, I'm sure I was targeting 16. I don't recall it being 17. I'll be honest. I really think it was 16. But, let's... Okay. I'll be honest. I never use this in Xcode. How do I see the history? Right. Anybody? I mean, I'll believe you because I never touched it. I just feel like I started it on 16. Wait. How do I... how do I see the bloody history in this piece of... Okay, you got me on that one. I want to see the history of the project file. I don't really want to do it from the terminal. I'm going to assume you're right, Mono. I feel like that's the safest course. So, you know what? While Cocoa Type is taking a look at something, he's probably putting a huge Apple comment in right now. Give me a second. Let's see if we can find your answer together. Let me Google this for you, Mono. Here you go, Mono. Yes, iOS 16 does support scrolling in Sheets. Apple introduced enhanced sheet functionality in iOS 16 that includes proper scrolling, so it's all you. I'll ask the dumb question. You do have it in a scroll view, right? I don't know. I thought I did. I swear. I'm using Swift Data. Yeah. I started this project with core data. Very sure I moved on to Swift Data. But there seems to be some debate on this. Let's focus on one thing at a time, Mono. Your scroll view, buddy. Do you have it in your sheet in a scroll view? Start there. Because obviously the answer you should give is, well, yeah, obviously. Rerun it. Okay. Ah, so nothing is the default when we don't load anything, okay? I'm assuming you want something here. Yeah. Yes, but it's not the root view of the sheet. Root view is ZStack, VStack, scroll view, VStack. For debugging purposes, have you tried it as the root of that view? Okay, that's not bold. Hang on though. Oh, see, look. Okay, now it's not even loading about. That's the default when it doesn't load. Okay, Mono, stop, buddy. Look, you made me so annoyed that I dropped on my bubble wall. Do you want to talk about the frickin' scroll view verse? Right? How many times have I told you? One problem at a time. So, okay, are we no longer talking about the scroll view? Since you're not even trying to debug it? Okay, here you go. So on this view, Cocoa type, it works. But let's be sure. Let's be sure. Let's do something a little more extravagant. All right. Okay, well, I say that. We're assuming it's saved, right? And it's not just using it from the current context. You with me? So let's find out. Let's really do this way. Okay, that's good. Good. Let me try and deal with this guy. What? No, not this guy. We know someone called this guy. Let me try and deal with the Australian, New Zealand guy who just wants to ping pong around questions. Okay. It can be the root. It can. Oh no! Wait. Yeah. No, Cocoa Chop. I get it. You don't have a scroll view in a sheet, so I think it's just the keyboard toolbar. Okay. Let me Google that for you, Mono. All right. Let me burn some of my credits for you. Does iOS 16 support custom keyboard toolbars? I'm willing to bet the answer is maybe. Yes! Is this how you did it, Mono? Have I Googled enough for you? Is this going to be purely 26? Peabody codes, I don't want it to be that way, but it has to be that way because it's using the new attributed string stuff in 26 iOS. So, yes, is the answer. Reluctantly, I don't want to, but I see no point in releasing the rich text kit version or the rich text version and then releasing this one later. I've no plans to release this one until iOS 26 has been around a little bit. Yeah. Okay. I might take over this Claude chat and tell it it's wrong. Oh, Mono, don't argue with the interwebs. You know what? Type in you're wrong. Okay. Oh my God. Burn my credits, Mono. Is this why you never pay for anything? What? Specifically? Okay, Mono. See, look. Now it's calling you out. Why am I burning credits for this? Go ask it yourself. I feel like, it's okay to like Google it yourself. It's fine. Let me jump back over here while Mono refuses to Google things. Let me go back over here. Hold on. So I want to go back and look at what we've done. What did you change? I mean, I guess I could just look at the diff. Oh yeah, I see what you did there. Okay. It's not. I gotta reload it. Is that what's going on here? Hang on. Hey. Chat's moving fast. Hold on. Good Lord. Some days, right? I fixed the... okay, hold on. I'm gonna stop tracks. I'm gonna stop chat from scrolling because I can't read it. You can't look at the diff because you haven't committed in a month or so. That's not true. I did a commit yesterday. You're on the right branch, right? I mean, you must be because you're using Z, and you must be forced to use the same branch as me, right? Okay. GitHub Manager while Coco is the developer. Oh, did I get the bum end of the deal? Chat is not moving fast. Yeah. Why did I even just like fall for that? Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, there is nothing in chat. What am I looking at here? Hold on. My changes are to convert. Okay, thank you. That is not. Can't make head nor tail of it there. Hang on. Is it not updated over here? See, this is what happens when I try to respond to people who can't Google for themselves whilst working with someone working on my code. Love you, Mono, but dear God, use Google. Am I like, okay, let's, here it is. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong file. All right. Okay, so you did this, right? You simplified to a JSON encoder. I can live with that. So we don't have to deal with none of this none of this nonsense. I can totally live with that, all right? Everything else is the same. Yeah, right. Here's my data. Da 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 da. All right, so there must be... okay, convert data to attributed string. Data, da da da. You're returning a JSON decoded version. Makes sense at this point, right? Let's get rid of this because I didn't want to do that unless I had to, and now I don't. Okay. Did we do anything on the on appear? Probably not, right? Other than this is bad. Doesn't look like anything was done to loading it. It's just because it wasn't saving it, right? Right? Let me rerun it. Can't wait for beta 4 to break all this code work. Yeah, me too, buddy. But at least I'll be 3 broken code beta versions ahead. With some experience at this point. Okay. All right, perfect. So let's go look at this one. So let's see, what did you do here, right? This is still good, of course, right? On the on appear. Oh, okay. So you basically converted this one, which, yes, before anybody says it, wait, you're doing the same thing twice. Doesn't that mean you should just have a bunch of code once? Yes, it does. But I was debugging. All right. Okay. So the answer was basically go with JSON decoder. Is this the short, skinny answer? Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. Okay. Because it didn't make a lot of sense to me why these examples that I was given in Claude had RTF. I was like, why do I want to read the file? Okay, perfect. And I feel a bit more comfortable with JSON, and it's less code. Thank you, sir. Okay. So Cocoa type. Remember that conversation we had about by Wednesday, give me till Wednesday, we're good. Because what we're going to do now is the final part of the whole investigation, right? Firstly, it's good in the app. Before I go any further, look. All right. Get stopped, mono. All right. All changes. Stage them all. Oh, I also removed rich text kit because, you know. Okay, great. Now let's do the final part. The final part is arguably the most interesting part, I think, on this, right? So if we go to this view here, right? Let's get this up. Let's stretch things across here for a second, and I'll explain what we're gonna do. Hey, there may actually be a podcast episode this week now. Come on. Come on. I know at this point Mono's probably not even paying attention. He's too busy giving Jay a hard time, right? Am I right? Am I right? Okay, let's go back. So, what we want to do... Oh, you're downloading... Oh, yeah, see? Stop living in the past. This is now purely for exploration. Let me be clear. This is not going to be pretty. I know what you're saying. Wait, you mean the rest of your shit was supposed to be pretty up to this point? I hear ya. Oh, that's true, yeah. Maybe did you get it out of your system for a couple of streams and you're like, I'm going to get that guy. That Texas guy. You know the one. Y'all know him. I know, I did it intentionally. Okay. So, here's the deal. Let me show you on the app, right? We're now going to do what I was doing with Rich Text Kit and then just the text editor, the old version, right? So when you're editing here, I mean, I get it. People will very quickly probably get used to the fact that they can go here and find the format and do all that stuff and all of this. But when I originally started this feature, the idea was, you may recall, yes, this is going back to Mono's discussion about the toolbar. I just wanted a basic set of buttons. Bold, italic, underline, so on and so on, color, so on and so on. Well, this new text editor with the attributes and SwiftUI, iOS 26 and SwiftUI should give you the functionality to call those functions to do the same thing that it does in the menus, with code. So we're going to test that by just making some buttons. And this is like the final part of the exploration that I need to do here so that I can sound fractionally less stupid on the podcast. It doesn't seem like much of a stretch, right? To sound fractionally less stupid. Throws bickies. Oh, I'd love some bickies right now. Yeah. You're forever baited into causing chaos here. Hey, I feel like by you doing it here, I'm taking one for the stream, because other than you very dear, loyal viewers, nobody watches my stream. No one gives a shit. Nobody watches me. I'm nobody. There's just 4 people who take sympathy on me, and they're like, let's throw the dog a bone, right? He bothered to turn up. Not good bickies, like some yuck healthy. Oh yeah, if they're not like, good quality, authentic, rich tea, or, that kind of thing, then it's cheap ass dollar store bickies, right? Do you have dollar store equivalent in Australia? I don't know. Do you? You could call it the same name, right? Dollarito store. Hey, shall I do it? I'm going to do it. Hey, Sheila, you want to go down the Dollarito store? And now I'm down to 1 viewer. Hey, Tim Cook. 4-star and up health rating Bicky out of 5. Okay, yeah, we don't. No. We need 5 out of 5 quality Bickies, right? If there's not a pound of butter in each biscuit, why do you pronounce it? Now I don't want to say it. Now I really Dollarito. Now I don't Dollarito. I don't want to say it now. Because it's Australian, and Australian always goes up in pitch at the end of every word. Have you never watched Neighbours? Yeah? Health style ones, mostly chocolate. Well, you mean the covering of the chocolate on top, right? Yeah, nice thick layer of chocolate. The kind of thing that when you put it in your tea, it melts just enough that you can just lick it off with your tongue. All right. Tam Tams. Yes, I know what Tam Tams are. In England, we call them penguins, by the way. Because a guy I worked with brought Tam Tams back from Japan. And we were like, immediately, I was like, wait, these are penguin biscuits, right? Tim Tams. Tam Tams? Tim Tams? Whatever. Anyway, it's the same damn thing with a different name. It's exactly the same thing, I'm telling you. And he taught me the technique, Mono, of using them as a straw. You put the hole through it and you use it as a straw. I totally learned that. I was a professional at that. 100 messages today, all with 98 of them from Mono. Yeah, same thing. Yeah, and you make a chocolate straw out of it, and it's really good. Okay, let's make some buttons. Although I'm really thirsty. Can someone please redeem a hydrate? Please. Please. Let's make these fake buttons. What? They're not fake. You know what I'm talking about. No, that's the one. So close. I don't... Okay. I don't need to read any documentation. Okay, all right. Here it is. Okay, you asked for it. Apple documentation on SwiftUI buttons. We all know what this is going to say. Actually, I will need the documentation. You just said there's no hair up here to dry. Eat a tablespoon of cinnamon. Actually, I have an apple cider and a cinnamon gummy that I have every day because it's supposed to be good for diabetics. Do you do the same thing, folks? Yeah. He's thirsty. Dry him out some more. Hey, it was so humid today. I could literally just breathe in outside and take in a glass of water. Yeah. I said there's no hair. Mono added the sticker. Well, I'm so sorry. Thank you. That's more like it. That's more like it. That's what we're talking about. Yeah. But not so much that it curls up because, you know. Yeah, that's better. Complexion. Right. Yeah. And now we're down to no viewers. Okay. Trying to grow some more. Thank you, Mono. Appreciate that, buddy. One for the team, as in like one hair is the team, right? Yeah. Okay, so there's your button documentation. But we are going to be reading the documentation here shortly on the new Swift editor. If I take a few seconds just to put the button in. Okay. Let's go above here. We are just going to put them in here. For now, let's just make an H stack, right? It's got no action right now. We're just going to make a bold button. We will make it 50. Actually, all right, let's do 40-40, right? Oh, you know what? Hang on. Sorry, not sorry. Oh no, what's he done? Against my better judgment. This is going to go badly. Here's the version on the disk. What did he do? What did he do? We didn't do anything. All right. Okay. Whew, I was worried. I take it back. Okay. We want to put it here. Right? Is it time to put Peter in timeout? Oh my God, you had to go there, didn't you? Actually, would you? And someone, please, someone, desperately, somebody redeem a hydrate. Please. I need a thing like, hello, silence, my old friend. I'm not going to speak to you again for 3 minutes. I should just record that, shouldn't I? Thank you, Tim Cook. See, and they say you're not a people person. Okay, so we're going to do...
Look at him suffer.
I bet you're really glad I can hear those bloody things now. We're going to do a bold, an italic. Let's do those two, and then we're going to do the column one and whatnot too, okay? But this gives us a couple of places to try and do something. Now, we do need to now use up here. There's something else we have not included up to this point, which is selection, right? And a binding for the selected text, because it can take care of itself when we're in the control. But here, we now want to basically, we're going to do some stuff. I think actually it's a binding. Selected text. Right? I think it still needs to be an attributed string. I think. Yes, I know. I should have done that. No, I shouldn't. Oh my! Someone's messing with me. Someone messing with me. Or is it just my bad spelling? If only it said what the type was down below. Huh? It was me. You know why I'm using this keyboard today? If only it said what the type was down below. I don't understand. What's he talking about? Expected argument. Okay, hang on. Hang on. Oh, okay. I see what you did. Attributed text selection. Ooh. All right. This is why I never get to do the research before the bloody podcast. People messing with me in the chat room, and yet I love you all dearly. All, what, 5, 4, 1, 4. Man, that's depressing. I remember back in the day when it was 5. You just deleted what I was telling you to read. This. Is this what you're talking about? No. Cannot convert value of type attributed text selection to expected argument type binding. Yeah? What? There is no placeholder. You want me to go back to the placeholder? Is this what you're telling me? See, chat room, always so far behind. Look, I literally was freaking doing it. And now you've wasted precious seconds. Good Lord. You happy now? You're never happy. Happy, not happy. I'm cruising on. Right. Now, can I read it? Is that okay? Still haven't got my drink yet. Cannot convert value of type attributed. Okay, do you want me to say attributed or attributed? You tell me. I tried to juggle the line between them both, and it always comes out as a mess. Which one do you want? I can hear the audio. I'm not hearing you, dude. I'm not hearing you. Wait. Shh. No talking for 3 minutes.
Listen.
Now can you hear me? That's even better. Hooray. Now I can just shout things at you while you can't respond to it. It's great. It's just perfect. All I can say, all the things. Anyway, you need the Dollarito sign on your thing. That's why it's not working. But now I think I'm not in the same profile Swift as you because uh, I think you haven't saved recently. I don't know what's going on. I think you did it anyway. It's good there now. Selection, selected text. I think you did it, but yeah, you don't need that selected text in it. What are you doing there? This line 20 doesn't make any sense. Get rid of this. This is just equals there. Damn, I heard it. No, I fixed it for you. You don't need to fix it. Oh no, is it not it? Oh, okay. Maybe I was wrong. Okay, I'm an idiot. Never mind. I think yeah, I can hear you just fine. I don't know. Can they hear you? Oh, okay. See, this is as long as they can hear you. Okay, well, I don't have the right thing right now, so hold on.
Wait a minute, the 3 minutes is over, folks. I have at least 15 minutes before I can sound like some weird Northern American scouser again. Yeah.
But I mean, I realized the actual problem that you got here, which is this. Hang on.
Things were going so well.
You gotta delete that. Now I think you should be good. Try that.
Yeah, it's gone away, but what did you...
I fixed it. That's what I did.
No, but seriously, what did you do?
I changed it
Oh.
to a state because that's how
Okay.
bindings work, because you're not passing it in anywhere. And then I gave it a default value.
Okay. Yeah, no, I see it.
Passed it into selection with the Dollarito sign.
Oh, there needs to be a Dollarito redeem for sure. All right, hang on. Is there any kind of insults I can throw at Mono? Hold on. My name is Mono, and I can't spell for shit. Because my name is Peter, and I canove Kotlin. Yeah, too late if you fix it afterwards. Peter with Coco's voice is a trap. Not sure if I should be impressed or scared of their Swift skills. I can spell, I can't type for shit. Well, you did just type shit, so you can't do both.
Really funky keyboard. I would be able to type.
Good point. Good point. And he does have that challenge of being a dumbass. Yeah. Oh, this is great. I love it when there's no 3-minute ban. This is great. Okay, let me run this, folks. Oh, actually, there's no point in me running it. It's not going to do anything.
I mean, it's not doing anything.
Yeah, okay. So, folks, here's where we're at, right? Just before the shenanigans, which was basically before the stream started, right?
I was gonna say, the entire stream has been shenanigans.
Exactly, right? So, what I'm talking about here is on the text editor, you can have... Yeah, well, I'm just really worried. I'm like, there's going to be some fucking ASCII somewhere. It's probably in a file I've not even looked at, but so far, yeah. So, folks, seriously, for a second here. Text editor, right? You've got the text, but on this new one, you've also got this selection property, and it's my understanding that this is what we are going to use to tap in to being able to use code to functionally, basically perform the menu options for bold, italic, and so on. That is my understanding. The key here is because obviously it's tracking the selected text, but you may recall from yesterday's stream, and if you didn't watch it, I'm going to tell you again now anyway. So there, folks, because it does a multi-pass. I can't help myself. It does a multi-pass on the string, right, as it goes through. So it's going to look like, oh, look, there's some bold. Let me apply all the bold. Oh, there's some italic. Let me apply all the italic. So I've believe this selection property here is now going to let us tap into that in code as opposed to using the menu, right? That is what we're gonna find out here. But it's a very good dust collect. But I really badly need to get some hydration. So Mono's going to entertain you with his singing prowess, probably, in the chat room, which is great because we can't hear him.
I'm the only one that can.
No, I know, but that's why I picked Mono, because he can't do it. Yeah. All right. So, folks, we're going to give you some... is basically what I'm saying. I'm going to give you some music. This intermission brought to you by this button here on my Stream Deck. I will be right back, but I'm going to leave this screen up because whatever happens, you know CocoaType's going to do better code. I'll be right back, folks.
I'm just trying to figure out how to actually apply attributes. I think maybe it might be possible to do. I'm just wrong. I might just be wrong. I think I can do this. This is what we're gonna try. We're gonna try doing this. We're gonna say, where even is this button? Okay, here it is. Got it. Resume content. Selected text. Dot foreground color equals red. I don't know how to do bold. Maybe I found it. Hang on. I think I might have found it. Attribute scopes dot SwiftUI. Yeah, see, all there is font. I can do that, I guess. Dot font equals UI. No, not UI font. That's UI kit. Nobody likes UI kit. Dot body dot bold. Is that how that works? I don't know. Let me try it. The problem is I can't actually run his code. So now we just have to hope that works. Oh, it doesn't like that. Cannot assign to. Oh, I saw it. Cannot assign. I can't read the whole error. We should have left the errors up. Is it saying that we can't assign to resume content? Is that the problem? That's kind of a bummer. I gotta entertain the people.
All right, I either take full credit or no responsibility for what happened in the last couple of minutes. Pick whichever one doesn't get me sued. Yeah.
I can't read the error, so I don't know what I did wrong.
Don't you feel like the next step for Xcode would be to have this kind of Z integration for editing like this?
I mean, I feel like they should have just bought Sabitha Edit back in 1997. And
Oh my God, wouldn't that be great? Yeah.
not assigned through dynamic lookup properties. Subscript is get only. Boo. Okay. Well.
Oh, hang on. Whoa, wait. Are you're doing my thing?
That's what I was trying to do. Somebody had to do it.
Well, you didn't get too far with it. Hey, did someone?
Or with it? No, because I don't know how it works.
I have to. Yeah, I was gonna say I've got to respect the read the documentation at this point, right?
No, you don't have to.
No, I do. Someone did it earlier, and we did not. None of us needed to read.
You looked up the button. The button.
Yeah, but none of us need to read that documentation. All right. For the 4 people maybe in the chat room who I know are all smarter than me, already know how to do a button. Actually, it's probably like 2 people now, right? SwiftUI, iOS 26, attributed string, text editor. Let's stop there. Has he already done an article on this? He bloody did, didn't he? This will make it too easy, right? Oh, man. All right, let's look at what he's doing here. Current font, container, dot font, or the default. We could
container. That's the problem. I don't know what container.
Yeah, I was gonna say I could start by reading the bit at the top, right? Okay. If you want something more custom, yeah, you know I do. Specific on-screen buttons and similar.
Text.transform attributes. Oh, okay.
All right, I'll keep reading while you're way ahead of me. Creating an attributed text. Yes, we did that. We did that. Calling transform attributes in on your attributed string, passing an in-out burger reference to your selection. Reading the current font for the selection. Oh, okay. So I guess reading the current font is also reading the current attributes, I guess. Resolving that against the current environment context. All right. Adjusting your selection's property based on the resolved font. All right. Each of those steps exists for a reason that Peter probably didn't read. And it's important to understand why they're there. Please. First, though, here's all the code. Okay. We need to use in-out with transform attributes. By the way, folks, I don't think I'm getting in any kind of trouble by reading this out, but just in case, this is Hacking with Swift. Paul Hudson, you know how awesome he is and how awesome his content is. Full credit to him for what I'm reading. It's not mine, all right? Nobody sue me.
I saved some code for you. Try that.
Yeah. I'm sorry?
I said I saved some code for you. Try that.
All right. Hang on. All right, folks. See, I try to read the documentation, right? Tried real hard.
You pulled up the documentation for me, and then I read it, and then I fixed it.
All right, so let's look at this, right? Resume content is a string. Transform the attributes.
I think you need to move the window in OBS, or else the rest of us can. Okay, there it is. All right. I'm behind. Never mind.
Yeah, there you go. Transform attributes. Here's our in is the selected text. Remember what I was saying earlier about how the multipass, right? So would it be fair to say, right? Because I remember from watching the video, what we're doing is the selected text is basically range from X to Y, X to Z. The range has a beginning and an end. That's what your selected text is. We get the font. We are saying font, body, bold. Okay. Everybody following along? Even I understood that. All right. So my new will select. Okay, first of all, let's test this. I got nothing selected. Nothing. Great, nothing blew up. Now I'll select new. Hit the B. There it is. All right. Let's do one that's already got an attribute, right? It should stack them, all right? Or chain them or whatever it's doing. And sure enough, although interestingly, look, when I select it and now I hit B, it's not removing the bold because I know. Let me explain. Shut up. Shut up. Because we are setting it to bold. So before that other voice kicked in, that is the voice in my head, I'm wondering, is it possible to do like toggle? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you probably have to check it, but yeah.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I was wondering if there was like a convenience. No. Okay. So, because this feels very Peter Hacky, right?
Pretty hacky. Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to hack it. If. Actually, let's have a look. Can we do like, okay, selected text. Oh my God. I'm just going to do it. Don't know what happened, but you got whatever it was. You got, yeah, see, he's way ahead. All right. I was going to say, at this point, I think we get the pattern, right? Except here where,
No, I kind of fucked it up then. Oh,
well, because you didn't put in,
I didn't put the transform yet.
yeah. Oh, folks, let me actually write one line of code there. That was exhausting. Okay. Oh, God. Let other people interfere with your code, they said. It'll be fun, they said. Up here. Actually, you know what? Hang on, folks. To stop all of this nonsense about reload your code shit every time, can I just do this in this file? Right. Oh, is he adding extensions already?
No.
Well, what's going on down here? Oh, I'm sorry. That's the channel.
That is a public channel. I don't know what the hell
Nope.
you think you're doing.
Nope. No. All right. Okay. Let me find it here. Well, actually, no, I want to do it here because this will give me the stuff. So, what we want to do, I guess, is something like, is there something that, like, can I get a list of, and I'm thinking out loud, folks, can I get a list of attributes that are already applied to the selection, right? So, or specifically, like if, selected text, I'm pseudo coding before anybody in the chat room. Selected text is not bold, right? Do the shit, right? Else, well, actually, we don't even need the else. We don't need, right? So, that's what we're going for here, right? So selected text. Can we say, is there like a, let's just check here. Now look, sadly, what is hard is storing all this in Swift data. Ah, look, why didn't I read this yesterday? A fair amount of custom coding and decoding. That you did because they didn't ask Cocoa type. And Objective-C methods and so on. Ah, you should have asked Cocoa type. Right?
Yeah, no, it's easy.
Yeah.
It's all just codable.
It's all just shit, right? Okay. Yeah, screw it.
I mean, his top code was more complicated for a reason. I would see if that had anything interesting in it.
Sorry, his code?
Yeah, his code. Yeah, scroll down a little bit from where you are. Or at least where you were 30 seconds ago whenever it was
Down here?
live on my thing. Don't ask Claude. Claude's an idiot.
You don't know what I was going to ask you.
I mean, right here it's got the underlined style, but scroll up.
Yeah, you mean like this right here, right? If it's already
I don't know.
got, no, look, here's a toggle, right? If the container,
Yeah. But the one up above had like bold or something, wasn't it?
yeah, there's a bold and italic, right? But he doesn't have,
He doesn't have the toggle there.
Yeah, that's what I was
Font
getting.
equals container font or default resolve in.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's got the, but yeah, container font resolve in. Font equals font bold.
Oh,
Resolve
if it's default.
So that resolved. Yeah. See,
Yeah, but that doesn't work.
When I-
That doesn't work if I've got red and I want to toggle the bold, because it's not default.
Because font and foreground color are different things.
Okay, I'm with you. My apologies.
But
I
the
thought
bigger
font
thing
was
is
like a generic, like, tell me everything about the font on this. It's bold, it's red,
but
it's...
the bigger thing that I didn't know is what this resolved is. So I don't know what type that is, but it's like, yeah, current font resolve in font resolution
Resolution
context.
context.
I don't even
Yeah,
know
what's font resolution context, right?
I think it was at the top of this thing.
There is an environment thing here, yeah.
It's an environment variable? Font resolution context. Yeah, I don't know what any of this is.
Oh, you know what? Ah!
It must be new.
SwiftUI environment variable that provides access to the current font resolution. Really?
Perfect.
Well, now it all makes sense. How fonts should be resolved and rendered. Wow, that's a very lawyer way of saying exactly what it says.
Now, resolved is a new thing, and it's got this is bold or blah 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 on here, but neat, I guess. I don't know.
But why is it an environment? Why does it have to be an environment? I mean, that seems a bit overkill, doesn't it? Oh, look, conditional font rendering. Oh, well, okay. I mean, I guess this is taken into a... So, whatever, you know... Is this like... I don't want to say an override, but what works happily with accessibility, maybe? Right? Get the font size, multiply by 1.2. But it's not really telling me. I don't feel like it's telling me what it really is.
You've asked Claude about something that Claude probably has no idea about.
And it's made a best guess based on...
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Stop asking Claude about iOS 26 stuff. It doesn't.
Yeah, I know. But it was worth a shot just for the entertainment factor. Okay, let's go back to the documentation. Let's go back to this then. So, unless we need to do this, I feel like that's an interesting thing for another day. Because...
We do need to do this because this is how you figure out.
Well, but maybe not though, right? Because look, can't we just adapt what he's done here with this whole...
No, you need the font resolution context to figure out whether or not something is currently bold.
Well, hold on.
Okay.
The reason I say... I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'm trying to figure out what this whole container... Right? Okay.
The container is passed into the transform attributes. In mine, I just used the $0.
Agreed. So that's what I'm getting at, right? Sorry, maybe I'm not explaining it. Let me literally do it, right? I'm going to literally do it. Shh, going to literally do it. Wow, I am so far behind on the chat room.
No, you're not. Mono said something like half an hour ago.
Take full credit, best 2 minutes of the stream. Okay, I don't know what 2 minutes it was. Sorry.
When you came back, you're like, should I take credit or not?
Oh, yeah. Wow. See, that's how many viewers we have, folk. I have. Actually, I feel like you're also responsible at this point. Right? Something along these lines, not that, obviously. I don't know what... You see what I'm getting at? And
Yeah.
Make-
I see what you're trying to do.
I mean, maybe it's wrong, and it's just never going to work, but that seemed like the simplest way to ask the question.
I agree, but yeah, the thing is that you're checking underline style.
Yeah,
And
I was...
it
You
doesn't
could...
seem that container has something that tells you whether or not it's currently bold.
Well, Okay, so I hadn't finished editing,
Yeah.
but I was gonna go with bold. Yes.
I just don't think it has that. That's my only.
No. I'm with you, but this is my thinking of like, it seems odd that it wouldn't just offer toggle out of the box, but
Yeah.
maybe that's because at this level they're like, we assume you know what the hell you're doing.
Cool.
Yeah, and hey, surprise! Okay, so I still think I want to answer this question. This is still my one remaining thing. If I can't toggle the button, I don't feel like I've achieved the task, is what I'm saying. And I hope you agree.
I
But
don't agree with anything.
I'm sorry. Good deal. So we're saying that I got to do this.
I mean, his code right there is what you need.
So I mean, like, we'll adapt this a little. Sorry.
I was just saying yes, all of it.
Yeah, and just work it from there, right? We've answered the question of, well, that's how you do the button. I know someone's gonna be like, indent the bloody thing. All right, yeah, there, I've indented it.
Just put container in.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, because we do need it, right? So, okay. This is horribly, there you go. So, Jesus. Okay. Current font, container font, is it default? Sorry. Default. Let resolved, current font resolve in... Okay, I don't have a font resolution. Yeah, that's what you're telling me. I don't have a font resolution context. What was his...
That was the environment variable.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. We're just gonna stake that right there. Right. Let's put it in an appropriate spot. We're just gonna go with that.
At least make it private.
I'm sorry?
I said at least make it private.
All right. All right. Container.font that are bold, resolved is bold. All right. Now, I think we need to go down to here. Right? Well, all right. I'm not even gonna. I feel like I can type that bit.
Yeah.
If container.
Right, what are you doing? You've got what you need.
No.
Yeah, you do.
Yes, it is. Sorry, right here. Okay. Build fouled. Contextual closure
Oh,
type.
that's probably because of the italic stuff that you had to change earlier.
What? Sorry?
Remember earlier when you had to add the transform attributes to this?
No.
You did it earlier, and then I changed something else, and it undid what you did.
Oh.
So like resume contents dot transform attributes around all of this.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Sorry. Right here. Except it put it in a weird... There you go.
remember when you did the thing and then I screwed it up?
No, I don't ever remember that bit. Never in the history of anything I've ever done. We actually could just do this, right? And then just change this to italic.
I don't know, I'm like 30 seconds behind you. So. Yeah, just change it to italic, yeah.
I think probably, and you know, I already know that what I'm about.
Spelled that wrong. You did resolve.italic instead of resolve is italic.
Ah, damn it.
See how it's yelling at you? But
Yeah, I know. But I was busy doing other stuff. And I've forgotten what I was going to say, so I'm just going to run it.
Okay. That's all that really matters.
Like, nobody wants to hear it. Can we redeem a 3-minute again already? Right.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah. Okay. So, no talking for 3 minutes. Oh, bugger.
See, the cool thing is you can. Yeah, exactly. Now you can talk only to me. I can just yell at you. I can't believe you would say that about Mono's mother. Okay. Yeah. Now you learned so much more than you did before, and now you can talk coherently for half an hour on font resolution context and what it does. Santa's little helper is the Simpsons dog, so he doesn't make any of that noise. Oh, perfect. I don't know. No, not that I can think of. At least three. No, I just picked a handful of the shortcut stuff, like the new snippets thing, and yeah. I don't think I said that. Probably Friday. Cool. I, yeah, no, I can't record tomorrow because I'm gonna go watch that awesome movie that has such great reviews. Yeah. I mean, the reviews so far seem mostly, but not incredibly positive. It's got an 85 on Rotten Tomatoes, so it's good, but not amazing. Yeah, no, yeah.
For the last 3 minutes, you all thought I forgot to unmute the mic. In reality, I was saving you from 3 minutes of blah, 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 blah. Yeah. All right, folks, we have everything working here, right? Look, the buttons toggle now, okay? And you can, you know, it'll stack, right? Save it, he says. It reviews. So not only have I completed the feature in this, although I need some kind soul who currently has the text-only version to beta test this, obviously with iOS 26 when the time comes, to make sure my migrations are happy. We're done here on this, and I've done my investigation. For the last 3 minutes, I felt at peace. Hey, Mono, you know, if I could get close enough, I can give you more than 3 minutes peace. That's what I'm saying, right? I love it. 3 minute Mono. Yeah, we all need 3 minutes of peace from Mono. Hey, you know, it's not me. It's the awesome moderators who know better. No, 300 seconds is a little bit more. 5 minutes. Yeah. You know what? We're all okay with this, right? Oh, he did it on YouTube. He got you. Well done, Mono. You found the glitch in the system. And it means I get registered on YouTube. Hey, interestingly, folks, so this experiment of streaming to YouTube has worked well. Not only have a couple of new folks commented the other day, thank you to you all, but but it actually, get this, has bumped up my hours a little bit on YouTube, which is not hard because they're pathetically low, but thank you so much, everybody, for that. I think I'll keep going with it. All right. Well, folks, we're an hour and a half in, but I've actually done everything I need to do here. The trick now is I have to remember this for the next couple of days. That's a lot longer than 30 seconds, but we're gonna try, right? But I still think this is a worthy feature for the application. And my next thing for this application is actually going to be, obviously, to check it doesn't look ugly, more ugly, in iOS 26. So far, though, it's looking like it did. I am tempted, though, to strip it back and just use native glass and see how good it looks. It is tempting. Maybe we'll do that on a stream on a different branch, just to look and see. All right. 3 minute multiplication band. Oh no! Now you know my super secret YouTube name. Yeah, Mono. Way to pick a difficult name. Yeah. So I'm done here, folks. For those of you still watching, well done. And is Jay still streaming? I want to raid somebody. Let's have a look. Hold on. Yes, Jay is still streaming. Okay, let's do it. We're gonna raid Jay. Okay. Yeah. Hang on, I'm setting it up. Talk amongst yourselves. You were anyway, but there we go. Hold on. I want to make sure I don't get in trouble. Mute. Yeah. Okay, looks like what's Jay doing? Building a budgeting app using SwiftUI and SwiftUI. Does that sound like something we might be interested in? It might be. Let's do it, folks. We're going to raid. Thank you, everybody. And thank you for joining on a couple of days in a row here. We got this working. It's awesome. Here we go. See you all again real soon. Oh, and a shout out to Coco Type, who may have contributed something in some way. Yeah. So thank you, buddy. All right. Let's set this up here. Moonu easy.